Well, hello, guys. This is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl, back with another show and tell for you. And tonight I have Dee at Thrill the Thrift with her lady head vases. Dee, I'm so happy to have you here.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm happy I could stay awake for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's so exciting to have you on because your lady head vases are so iconic within our community.
Oh, I am very excited to show you. I'm going to probably show you most of my collection.
Yay, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
So, Dee, tell us a little bit about yourself, your channel, and introduce yourself to the folks.
Well, I am almost 58, and I've been thrifting like regularly for the last 4 years. And 3 years ago, I decided that, you know what, I love doing this. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. My daughter had a channel that was Disney related. I'm like, there's no reason why I can't do a channel that has to do with thrifting and saving money. And she helped me, get things going. And I've been doing it for three years now, I believe.
That's very exciting.
I love it. I've made so many wonderful friends, and it's what an awesome community. Don't you agree? Like, this is an amazing community.
I always say we have a stellar group of people here because we really do. People are so kind. I mean, the things that people want to send me, the handwritten notes, the fact that people help each other in the chats, and they'll give up items to let somebody else have something, or they'll buy something for someone. It's amazing group that we have here. It really is.
It is. I just can't say enough about everyone. And and I also learn a lot from the community. I really, really do. Like, if I don't know about something that I'm showing in a haul video, you better believe someone's going to let me know about that item in the comments. And I love that.
I love how helpful people are.
Yes.
We all learn from one another, and it's kind of neat when you post something and whether that's on your Instagram stories or in a video, like you mentioned, people are just very quick to say, oh yeah, I had that, or I know what that is. And it's just fantastic how we can all share information and learn together, because all of these vintage things are so fascinating.
They really are. And, and actually I have an item. Maybe I can show it at the end of the segment. I have an item. It is an old kitchen utensil. I have no idea what the heck it is. My mom doesn't even know what it is, and she's
that tells you something.
Right, and she's 86. So I was hoping, I just happen to think of it. If I can find it, I'll show it. But if not, I'll show it in one of my my haul videos. Maybe someone would know what it is.
Yes, and that's a great thing. Maybe someone will have at one point remembered their grandmother using it, and it's some obscure tool, and then someone would know, because sometimes some of those things are pretty hard to figure out. You're like, well, does this go here? What's this for?
Exactly. Yep.
Well, we got some great folks joining us in the chat tonight. I'm very excited. Carrie is here. She's excited because the Olympic swimming trials are on, and I'm on, so it's a good night. Thanks, Carrie. Christy is joining us from Tippy Winks Vintage. Hello.
Hi, Christy.
Nate Biscuit is here from New Zealand. Let's see. I've got my Nate time on. It's 1:36 in Auckland right now.
Oh, my gosh. Hi, Nate.
And it's Tammy joining us, Tammy Renee Walker. Welcome. Sharon's joining us again. Hello, Sharon. Venny, Mr. Venny, he's so supportive of everybody.
I know, he's awesome.
And Angela, our fabulous maker of the calendar. Hello, Angela. Welcome.
Hi, Angela.
Cricket is joining us. Hello, Cricket. And Cindy's thrifting again. Hello. And Sam Doyen is here. He's got an amazing IG account with vintage menus, travel menus. So if you're interested in that,
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, he is fantastic. Robin Summers is joining us. Hello.
Hi, Robin.
Chad, Shop Retro Days.
Hey, Chad.
comedian in the house, proud American. Always,
Yes. Hey, Delbert, what's going on?
he's always keeping us laughing. Jay Goodwin is here. Hello, Jay.
Oh,
Welcome, welcome.
we have
And
lots of people here tonight.
lots of people. Helen Casey is here.
Helen.
I see Joanne, Precious Lavender Buttons. And let's see, I saw Misty pop in here. Oh, there's Misty. Hi, Misty. Welcome.
Misty.
Daniel is here, our resident brooch guy. And in honor of Dee tonight, I am wearing, let's see, the StreamYard camera's backwards. I'm wearing my little ballerina lady. Now, she's not quite a lady head vase, but she's close enough for the occasion.
Close enough.
Melody's joining us from Melody's
Hi,
Famous
Melody.
Ideas. And Linda is tuning in. So thanks, guys, for watching.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Go subscribe to the fabulous Dee. I have linked her channel down below. So if you're not subscribed, go subscribe and make sure to hit that thumbs up button. That does help the show. And I'm very excited to have you, Dee. This is going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Oh, you know, I love my lady head vases. That's the one collection that I probably will never downsize.
Yes, they're just amazing. And I saw some today. I actually stopped by an antique mall on the way home, and the guy had about 10 of them. Of course, they were pretty expensive, but they were just gorgeous, and it was fun seeing those in person. I think they're great. So tell us a little bit how you got started collecting lady head vases.
Well, I was at the Goodwill, or no, I'm sorry, the Salvation Army, and I happened to look up on a shelf, and I saw this lady head vase, and immediately what popped into my head was a vision of one that my mom had when I was little. I vividly remembered in my head this lady head vase, and I loved it for some reason because, well, it looked like my mom. When I was little, like 6, 7 years old, my mom had blonde hair. And it happened to be a blonde lady head vase that I ended up getting after that because it looked like my mom. But when I saw this one at the Salvation Army, I said, oh my gosh, look at that. I remember those. And I grabbed her. This is her actually right here.
Oh, look at her.
She had a broken eyelash. The whole eyelash was broken off. And I knew that I could fix it with polymer clay. So I bought her and I brought her home and I did a video on how I fixed her. I think it was, which one? It was this one. How I fixed her eyelash. So if you go back in my archives of videos, you will see how I fixed her eyelash. She looks like good as new. So, and this is what started me to collect the lady head vases again.
That is amazing, Dee. What a cool story. And a lot of people are loving that particular one in the chat. Misty said it looks like you. Oh. And I think it does. Welcome, everyone joining. Again, this is Show and Tell. So please feel free to drop questions in the chat as you have them, and we'll do our best to answer them. I just think that is so cool that you found one and that you were able to fix it and restore it and bring it back to life. That's just amazing.
Yeah, she was missing an earring. So I fixed her earring, and she was missing some of the little pearls in her flowers on her hat. So I replaced those as well. And you can't even tell. She looks like fabulous. So.
That is amazing. And you're very talented at that. I have seen all of your videos with polymer clay.
Oh, thank
it's
you.
Amazing what you can do. So I'm very, very curious. You've talked about the piece that started it all and really how you started your collection, but what is your favorite piece in your collection?
Well, I have to say, I mean, I love them all. And I have to say that the ones I like the most are the ones with the big chunky eyelashes. Not the ones that are painted on. So I tend to gravitate more towards those. But I do have two that are my favorites. I have this one, which I actually have to replace her earring. She is 7 inches tall. She is a big one. And she is absolutely gorgeous. I got her recently and I paid $50 for her. And she is well worth it, especially for the size, like the size that she is. She is a biggin. So, and she has the most gorgeous face. So she is one of my favorites. And the other one is this one. And this one I got thanks to one of my friends, my subscribers, told me that someone on Instagram was selling this lady head vase. And she put me in touch with the girl that was selling it. And it is this one.
Oh, my word. Look at her.
Oh, my word. Yes. She is 8 inches tall. And she is in perfect condition. I paid $45 for her, which is amazing. And then, of course, shipping. And I looked her up, and I bought this book on this website that Polly's Projects told me about, this head vase book.
Oh,
and
wow.
She's in this book for $225.
Holy cow. That's an amazing deal you got there.
Yes. So, I mean, she's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So those are my two favorites.
And those are pretty spectacular. I particularly like the one that you just showed. The something with the black and the red is just so classy together.
Yeah.
Probably most of our audience is now wondering, what is the purpose of a head vase? Is it literally for flowers, or do you do something else with it?
They were made to be vases to put flowers in or greenery. But there's only a few that I actually put greenery in. The rest of them are just beautiful on their own. So I really don't bother, I did have a couple small ones like these little guys here. These are the two of the smallest ones that I have. They're a pair.
Oh,
and I got these on eBay, and I had little air plants in them. And of course, I have never had air plants. I got them from Margie B's Fabulous Finds. She sent them to me, and they died.
Yeah.
I have plants everywhere in my house, and I killed an air plant. How does that happen? But I had 2 air plants in here, and both of them have passed on.
I can't keep a single plant alive in my house to save my life. So even the air plants that people claim will live forever. See, I don't believe that claim because I'm so terrible.
I mean, seriously, I really have a green thumb. I really do, but obviously not for air plants. So I don't know what happened with that one.
LJ's got a good question here, and I think it sort of just got answered with the small vase you just showed, but I've been calling them lady head vases, and LJ's saying, are there men head vases too?
Yes, there are. Actually, I will show you some, and out of this book, they have made head vases to resemble celebrities.
I did not know that.
Oh my goodness, I did not know it either till I was looking through this book. They have, oh my gosh, you guys, they have Christmas ones.
Oh, I wonder if Holt Howard made a Christmas one. Could you imagine?
Look, I'm just going to show you the Christmas ones really quick.
Oh my gosh, she is amazing.
Oh my, you know how I am with my Christmas. I was like drooling on the book. But let me, I should have marked the page. I didn't think to mark the page on those. But they have clown head vases. They have this Marilyn Monroe head vase.
Oh man, now she would be really cool to find.
Actually, right on the cover, look at this guy. He's like a pirate or something.
Yeah, he looked very pirate-esque. How
He is
fun is
very
that?
cool. But oh, here we go. Look at right here.
Look at those. Aren't those fun? Oh, I
Right.
like that. Now, I would imagine that some of those are probably pretty hard to find.
Oh, like the one is $275.
Yeah, that and the
Oh,
ones I saw today were about 120 each, which I feel like is very much the going rate.
here is Laurel and Hardy. I have to get used to this camera.
Let me
Am
make
I in frame?
Yes, you're in perfect frame, Dee.
Okay.
Oh, look at him. Oh, those are kind of fun.
Yeah, but they actually have Jimmy Carter and John Wayne in here.
Oh my gosh, how cool would those be to find?
Like seriously. I I should have marked the pages, but
So out of the celebrities, which one is your holy grail to find?
I would love to find the Marilyn Monroe. Actually, she's pretty cool, and I mean, the only one that I really saw in this book that I would love to find, and it's not a celebrity. It is one that looked exactly like my mom when she was young. And it's a Relpo one, and it's this one right here.
Oh, how beautiful.
My mom looked exactly like that when she had her hair blonde.
That would be amazing to find that lady head vase and then put that next to a photo of your mom when she was young. How great would that be?
She really did look so much like that. In fact, when I was looking through the book and I came upon the picture, I was like, oh my God, that looks just like my mom. But yeah, so kind of crazy.
That is just so cool that there's a book for these. And I see lots of people saying that they would like the Marilyn Monroe. Doug Grimes is saying he wants Daisy in a John Wayne head vase.
Yeah.
And Patrick has a great question here for us. He's asking if certain makers are more desirable or valuable, or is it just about the look?
I really believe it's about the look, because there are so many makers of head vases. It's like looking through this book, I'm like, wow, I cannot believe, like I buy vases, head vases for the look. If it's more unique than another one. Like I said, I prefer the big eyelash ones. I like ones that are not that real high glaze. I like the more satin, so I don't really go for them for like because they could be worth money. Really, I buy them for what I like, the look I'm looking for, uniqueness. So I'm not really one to ask about
The makers of them.
Yeah, I mean, because it doesn't matter to me as long as it's one that I like. I do know that like Relpo, Anesco, oh my gosh, what was the other one? Relpo, Anesco,
Inarco?
Anarco, Lefton. I mean, they all make beautiful head vases. They really do. So.
It's amazing to see the different styles, even though a lot of them have the hats and they're blonde, they all have a different face. And I think that really is, like you were saying, what attracts a lot of people to them is just the style, because you remember those head vases because they kind of look like something your mom had, or they look like your mom. So those are the things that probably draw a lot of collectors in.
Exactly. One that I would really like to find, you don't normally see a head vase that's smiling where you can see their teeth. I found one in this book and I said, oh my goodness, I need to have her. Look at her.
Oh, I have never seen one like that.
No, isn't that amazing?
She kind of looks like Barbie.
Yes, she is awesome. And she's made by Napco.
How cool.
Yeah, she looks fabulous. I would love to find her. That would be one of my holy grails, would be to find her.
That definitely will be on the list for a lot of people now, I think, to look out for. So we can all send that one to Dee.
Yes. She is gorgeous.
Carrie says, oh, that sounds creepy.
No. I'm still trying to find that one of John Wayne. Oh, okay. Wait, here's Jimmy Carter. Let me show you Jimmy Carter. These are awesome.
Oh, wow. Look at him.
Look at the teeth. Oh,
I mean, that is some big teeth right there.
Right. They captured him really well. They just forgot to include a peanut in there somewhere. They should have filled the head part with peanuts.
That would have been a good giveaway for like planters or something.
Right, exactly. But yeah, so they make them in all. They make clown ones. They make Asian. Oh my goodness, they make all kinds. It's crazy.
And that's the fun part, is there's so many of them to collect. And I'm very curious, how do you store these head vases?
I don't store them. They are all out on display on shelves in my living room, on my buffet. I have them throughout my living room.
That is wonderful. You're actually living and using your vintage. I love that. How fun.
Yes.
How fun. So show me a piece that has the most interesting story behind it.
Well, I had no clue. I actually have greenery in this one. I did not realize that they made a nun head base.
Either.
Yes. I believe I bought this from Sam at the Pink Elephant Parlor. I said, I have got to have a nun head base. I just think it's unusual that they would have a nun head vase, because normally they're like very, classy, made up looking women, like, what I'm saying.
Very dolled up.
Yes. And then we have a nun.
It's so random.
Right. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have her. So I did buy her from Sam. And I believe I have a couple other religious head vases. I have the Virgin Mary.
Oh, she's very elegant and sweet.
Yes, she's gorgeous. I have two Virgin Mary ones, but this is one of them.
I love blue coloring.
Yes, it's very muted and it's just very elegant looking, I have to say. But yeah, it's that gorgeous satin finish that I love. So yeah, I definitely would have to say the nun. The nun did me in.
That's so unexpected, because most of us probably have never seen a nun head vase,
Right.
know. And when you see that, that is very interesting. You're like, oh, well, now I have to have that.
That was the first time I ever saw it. I didn't even know that one existed. I was like, wow. And when I got this book and started looking through it, I'm like, wow, I'm really like way behind on things.
I have a tobacco tin book because I collect tobacco tins. And there's some really rare ones in there that go for, $800 to $1,000 for a small
Wow.
pocket tin. And one of them has Times Square on it with the Empire State Building. And the tobacco itself is called Times Square. And there's one, I think I looked it up on eBay, going for 1,500. They're very, very rare, but if I could ever find one of those, I think I
Oh,
would just
wow.
sell it.
Wow.
But that opened up my world to realizing that there's more than just the Prince Albert and the tuxedo and the standard ones we see. There's just so many more out there that I didn't even realize existed.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's really, it is a collector's market out there. It really, really is. And, if people are looking for a particular item and they really want that item, they're going to pay whatever for it.
Exactly, especially if it's hard to get.
Yep.
So, how many lady head vases do you actually own?
I counted them before the show. I have 30.
Wow, that is just incredible, Dee.
I have 30, and almost all of them are sitting here on my table, except for maybe 6 or so.
So, what is the most expensive lady head vase or head vase that you have in your collection?
I believe it is this one. I bought this one from Pat Doodles.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah. Yes. I paid $75 for her.
Wow.
I actually thought she was a little bit bigger than she is, but she is gorgeous. I love the blue hat. She's just, I don't know. She's beautiful. I had to have her. Had to have her. And yeah, so she's the most expensive one that I have. The next one in line would be this one. And this one I also got from Pat. And she was 60. And I love the ringlets. My mother put my whole head in these ringlets for my first communion. So I had all these ringlets, and then she had this gigantic bow and a veil on my head. And I'm like, really, Mom? Okay, I look like Shirley Temple right now. And then I lost both my front teeth right before my communion, so I couldn't smile in any of my pictures.
Oh no.
But yeah, so I love her. Love her.
I love that mint kind of aqua color with the curls.
Yeah.
In her
Yeah.
plaid shirt. She's just so neat.
She really is. I love her.
And I like the big eyelashes too. I do think that really defines them. It's iconic. It's just so beautiful and neat.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we've talked a lot about the things that you're hoping to find someday, but I want to see some of your other collections. So I'm going to turn the camera onto you. I'm just going to let you show some of your fabulous pieces because you've got an amazing, amazing collection.
All right. Well, I will show you some that I purchased on eBay. This is one of them. I also like oh my God, I can't talk. The very thick black eyeliner ones like her. And she had gorgeous green eyes, and I just loved her. So that's one. This one I got because it reminded me of my mom.
Oh, look how pretty.
Yeah, it reminded me kind of like the one that she had when I was little, except she didn't have this going on over here. It was just kind of like this. But yeah.
I love the blonde hair because those do look not only like your mom, I'm sure, but look like you. And so they're just very much a perfect fit.
Yeah, I don't know. I would love to find one with like red hair. I haven't seen one with like a red or an auburn hair.
I don't think I have either. Now, Joni is coming in a little bit late, so we'll say hello to her. And she's asking how you display them. And I know you talked about that a little, but can you say that again?
Joni, I have 4 shelves on one wall in my living room that I display them on. And I also have a buffet cabinet that I put them on. They're throughout my entire living room on different, like my end tables and my record cabinet. So I have them throughout my living room, is where they're all displayed.
That is awesome. And Sue said that she just went to eBay to look up a nun head vase, and they have nun head vases with giant eyelashes. Something is right
there. Maybe she was a nun wannabe.
Nun wannabe. I like that. Kelly's coming in. Welcome, Kelly. And she's saying, "I'll be on the lookout for a red-headed one when we go to the, I think it's the world's longest yard sale."
Yes. Oh, thank you, Kelly. That would be awesome. Awesome.
So what other cool things do you have, Dee?
I have this one I got from my buddy Randy, Grasscloss. We did a trade, and she had a broken finger, which was this one right here. And I fixed it with polymer clay, and I couldn't really match the nail polish, but I did the best I could.
Wow, that is a perfect match, though. It really looks great.
Just to, at least, give her that digit. So then, this one, I absolutely love this one. However, sometimes I get excited when I see something on eBay and I do not read the full description. This one is gorgeous, but she has been repaired. So I'm going to hang on to her until I find one at a decent price that has not been repaired. Her hat, as you can see,
oh yes,
has been repaired.
But she is still a statement piece, I think, because that hat
yes,
is so Southern Belle. It's just gorgeous.
Dusty D, come on now. Look at she's got that awesome bow going on.
Oh man, she's ready for the Kentucky Derby.
Yes. Yes. She's gorgeous. So I will keep my eye out for another one that's in pristine condition at a good price. This one was a gift to me from Cindy at Mimi's Treasure Cottage. Now, this one has a broken eyelash that I have not fixed yet, but I will get to her. I have 2 other ones that I have to repair as well. And I wanted to do a video for everyone, but I'm having the hardest dang time getting the right angles with my camera, with the tripod. I'm like, oh.
I always say that doing an instructional video is always the hardest ones to film out of everything.
Oh my goodness, it really is. I hate doing them. That's why I hate doing craft videos.
Especially when you're so used to doing something very quickly,
yes.
And then you're trying to do it now slower. It's harder. Carrie's coming in and saying that she loves the attitude these ladies are having. Like, don't bother me. I don't have time for you.
They really do. They're like, it's all about me, okay? And so
like, I'm fabulous. Look at me.
Exactly.
And Releve is saying that she loves the lime green, and I do too. And I think it would be fun to have a lime green hat like that lady in the last head.
Yeah, she's pretty bright. She is definitely, that's that like chartreuse color. Look at that.
I mean, you would see her coming down the street.
Oh, heck yeah. Wow. Could you see her at the Kentucky Derby? She'd spook the horses. Oh my goodness. I got this one. This is oh my goodness, this one is gorgeous. I purchased this one from Sam, again at Pink Elephant Parlor.
I love her.
She is bejeweled and everything.
And her hat looks like a peppermint candy.
Exactly. Yes, she is stunning.
Just amazing. And guys, if you have any questions for Dee during the show and
Yes,
tell, please again, feel free to type that in the chat and we'll get
feel
that
free.
answered. These are just so amazing.
This one I got on eBay and it's missing a flower on here and I do not care. The face is just, look at that baby.
Now that
Is,
seems like something Christy would like.
isn't she adorable?
Oh,
And this one is Chicago.
oh, and it has its sticker.
Yes. So you can see it's missing the flower right over here. But I think I got her for like $10. I'm like, heck yeah.
That is a great price.
Absolutely.
Lisa's asking again if you can state how many you have. I think you said you
30. I have 30 and I just actually bought another one at an estate sale that will be coming up. I'll be showing in a haul video as soon as I can get it recorded. I have so much stuff.
and Vintagerous Joni, she's got a great question here. She is asking, when were most of these head vases made?
Most of these were like 50s and 60s, Joni. And like I said, let me see, does this one have a sticker? Now here, this one's dated. This one here, I should have showed you guys that. She is dated. She's Napco, 1956.
And are most of them dated or not all of them?
Oh, look, and I still have the price. This one's 1958. It's $1.99 I paid for my very first one at the Salvation Army that I fixed the eyelash and stuff on.
Oh, what a good price, $1.99.
I'm telling you, I'm like, I don't care if her eyelash is broken or not. I'm buying her.
Now, look, y'all, Dee finds some amazing things where she is. And I think it's because people move a lot from New York and are getting rid of things and coming to Florida. And so we don't find
they're smart. Not like me, who's still here.
Well, you don't want to be here right now. It's 99 degrees and humid and raining every day.
I'll take it.
Oh, really? I want your cold. I'm jealous of your
You'll say that until the first snowstorm. Then you'll be on the first plane back to Florida.
Sandy's saying that she was wondering if you have the one modeled after Jacqueline Kennedy, and we were talking about that.
I do not. No.
One.
I would love to be able to find one out in the wild rather than, look on eBay or, Etsy or one of those places. But if I did come across one, you better believe I would buy it. Like I would buy the Marilyn Monroe one.
Yes, amazing. And I'm sure you'd be willing to pay up for it too, because it's just probably so hard to find.
Absolutely. Here, this one's Napco, 1958, this one.
Oh, look at her. And I love that they're marked on the bottom with the little sticker. It's cool because I think a lot of people did remove the stickers, and it's neat when you find things with the original stickers on them.
Yeah, a lot of them still have this one. My one favorite one, she's a Napco that I showed earlier. She still has her sticker.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Let me see.
And Melody Southern Buckeye has a really great point here. She's asking what to look for to tell if it's a fake. Now, are there fakes and reproductions of these head faces?
That I cannot answer because I do not know. I want to say I do not think so. There are some that were made, like I had one, I sold it at a live sale that was from the 80s. But it said it was dated, that it was from the 80s. Most of these, I try to buy the ones that are marked or that I know. You can usually tell by looking at them and by the feel of them whether they're, newer or older.
And I'm sure the glaze tells it all.
Oh yeah. I mean, if they're crazing, some of them have crazing. Just a lot of them, like I said, thank God they have the dates stamped right on the bottom. So I don't really believe that there are repros in lady head vases.
That's good to know. That's always helpful when you're out there looking.
Yeah.
And it always pays to flip things over and see what.
Absolutely.
So, of course, Joni's coming in with another great question. We had touched on this a little bit earlier, but she's saying there's other manufacturers than just Napco.
Oh, yeah.
And we were talking about that. There was probably hundreds, right?
Yeah, there's Chicago, there's Anesco, there's Lefton. So this one that I bought from Sam again at Pink Elephant Parlor, this is Occupied Japan.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
So that's 1940s or so.
Right. Yeah. This one is Chicago, I believe. This one is Chicago.
I love the flowers on her.
Right. She looks like a Southern belle. That's what I liked about her.
Yes, very Southern.
She's got the ringlets going on again. But this is real ribbon.
And did most of them come with real ribbon tied on, or you think that was something that was added later?
I think this might have been added later, but it does definitely go to her. You could see that it's aged.
Yeah, that definitely was something that someone put on.
Yeah.
Right away. And Joanne at Precious Lavender Buttons is saying the Jackie Onassis in my book is $400 and the Marilyn Monroe is $400. And I'm sure that they do go for a pretty penny.
Absolutely. I actually, I should look in this book here. This one is Relpo. This is one that I purchased. I got a lot of my head vases lately from Sam.
Sam gets a lot of them. And so if you're not familiar with Pink Elephant Parlor, guys, she's got great sales on Sunday at 4. Yes. And she has some really good lady head vases. Of course, you're going to have to fight Dee for them now.
Right. Right. It's usually me and Paula from Polly's Practice.
Now does Polly
and Joanne Baber.
So it seems like Joanne might have a collection of them too, as well as Paula.
She does. She actually sent me a picture of part of her collection earlier and some information if I wanted it. So thank you, Joanne.
Oh, how wonderful. Now that last one you showed kind of looks like it has a swimming cap on, an old-fashioned swimming cap.
No, it's just a really ugly hat. Yeah, it's just a really ugly hat.
I see Martha here is saying beauty school dropout.
Yes. Yes. There you go. But because it was a unique, that's why I got her. Like when do you see a hat like that?
You don't. It's very unique.
That my ex-boyfriend's mother, hers was a fur hat. She looked like a mad Russian.
There is it in a Christmas Story? There's that fur hat that the guy wears that's really tall. I think it's in Christmas Story. Maybe I'm thinking of Christmas Vacation, but it's in one of those movies.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of that.
Right. Exactly.
Dana's saying she got one from Sam when Dee wasn't at the sale.
See, Dana. Yeah.
And Joanne has about 75 head vases.
75. Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. The last one that I have on the table, this one I still have to fix the earring. This one I got from Alex at Chapter 2 Vintage. She had a couple of little chippy doodles like on her hat you could see there. And I got to get used to the camera being on the other side.
StreamYard is so backwards.
Yeah, there. But
Daniel wants that hat because it's so tacky.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I just love them. I don't know. Ever since I just remember looking at my mom's, and it was a lady head vase that was in a black, dress with the blonde hair. And I used to just sit and stare at it. I can remember it like it was yesterday. I would just sit and stare at it and play with the little earrings. And so when I saw that one at the Salvation Army, that's it. It was a done deal.
It's really neat when you start a collection because of something that your mom had or your grandmother had. It really does add a whole special meaning to a collection.
Oh, it absolutely does. And it's funny because I said to my mom, I go, Mom, remember, look what I got at, Salvation Army today. And I said, remember when you had one of these? She's like, no. She doesn't remember. And then I said, come on, look at it. And she goes, well, yeah, kind of. I think I might remember, but I remember, so it's funny because I'll see things when I'm out thrifting that I know my mom had when I was a kid, and I'll show them to her and she'll be like, I don't remember that. And well, 86, what are you going to do?
It's been a while,
Yeah.
And we're kind of going through that now with my family. My grandmother has a very sharp memory, and she's great at remembering a lot of things. But there's some pieces that we don't really know where they came from or how they entered, our family. But grandma saved them for all these years, so they must be special.
Right.
It would be fun to learn more about some of the things that we have. So I really want grandma to go in and label things. And write, okay, this was so-and-so's, or this is where I got this. Or
See,
this
that's a great idea. Because that's what Cindy from Mimi's Treasure Cottage, that's what her mom did. Her mom labeled everything.
And that is so valuable now because you have those notes and you know where things came from.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Dee, this has just been amazing. And you have such a cool collection. I think it's just so iconic and so you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, just before we go, I got to show you in this book. I would love to find this head vase as well. You want to talk about bedazzled? Look at this lady here.
Oh, now that's the kind of head vase that Daniel wants us to attach.
Yes, that's why I wanted to show this. Daniel, put your eyes back in your head.
You need this one, Daniel.
Yes, and she is 9 inches. That's out. Okay, this one's 8 inches. So she's an inch bigger than this one. And she's marked at $225.
Wow, amazing. And I think that, 100 to 200 is about the going rate for these, unless they have some condition issues, right, Dee?
Yeah, it all depends. Like there are some that are more not as detailed on the more plain side that are maybe like $35, $40. But I'll tell you, they have Joanne, I'm sure Joanne, Precious Lavender Buttons is aware. They have some amazing clown ones.
Oh, yes. And she loves clowns.
Yes. And I mean, they're so cool. They have Snow White.
Just amazing.
There's some clowns. I'm sorry, guys, but
no clowns.
Are creepy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not much for the clowns, but I know lots of people do.
I forgot to give you a clown alert, but
Misty's probably putting daggers into the chat right now as we speak.
So So this is called the Encyclopedia of Head Vases with Price Guide. And I got this off of a website. And dang it all, if I cannot remember the name of the site.
Was it Thrift Books or Abe Books?
Thrift Books. Thrift Books. Yes, that's the one that Polly gave me. And that's where I got it from. I mean, it has condition issues on the outside, but who cares? I'm looking on the inside.
Right.
You know?
Well,
But
that's where I buy all of my books is through Thrift Books because I can get them for $4 or $5, and I don't care if the covers are messed up. It's the info that I want.
Right, exactly. It's the Encyclopedia of Head Vases by Kathleen Cole. And I think that might be her on the back with that giant head vase. Look at that.
Oh, wow. That is cool. And it's neat when these books are written by collectors themselves because
right.
I feel like they have an extensive knowledge and they're able to share more photographs, and it's just fantastic.
Yes, I just, I keep bringing them home. I'm like, now where am I going to put this one? And Jessica's like, where are you putting that one? Well, I don't know. Mind your business.
You always find room for that one extra special piece that you have to have in your collection. I always have room for one more typewriter ribbon tin.
Right, right. It doesn't matter. I'll find some place for it. So,
well, guys, this was so much fun. Dee, it was an honor to have you on tonight, and just love your collection. Just lots of fun. And thank you all for joining us in the chat. I do have a sale with Patrick right after this. So if you are wanting to still shop, come on over and we're going to have some fun vintage for sale about 10:30 Eastern. So make sure you tune into that. And thank you so much, Dee, for joining us.
Oh, it was my pleasure. I enjoyed sharing all of my little treasures with everyone. So it was a pleasure.
Well, it's always fun. And my goal with these show and tell folks is that it inspires you to either start a new collection of something fun or do more research into something you didn't know people collected. So that's kind of my hope with these. And I hope you enjoy seeing some fun eye candy along the way. So Dee, again, thank you so much. Everybody, please give this video a thumbs up. Go subscribe to Dee. She is fantastic. And of course, head on over to my sale with Patrick starting in just a few minutes. And as always, I hope you guys will stay in, stay safe, and Ben's YouTube. Bye-bye now.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Katie. What?